Well, a good Saturday morning to everybody that's joining us for this FVN presentation, or business overview presentation, I guess I should say. John Dehart filling in today for David and Susie Butler. I want to welcome everybody to the presentation. Let's go ahead and jump right in. What we're talking about with the Family Vacation Network, folks, is really a brand new way to vacation. And truly, we are telling a story that's never been told before. And folks, today, you are probably going to hear a story that you've never heard before, because I'm going to tell you exactly how Family Vacation Network came to be the company that it is today. So I guess I want to start this webinar out with really a question for everybody that's joined us. And that is, if you had all the money you needed and the time to enjoy it, what would you do? And folks, this is a pondering question for a lot of folks because, you know, most people are so busy earning a living, they forgot to design a life, and the economy has certainly made it that way over these last few years. But if you had all the money you needed and the time to enjoy it, what would you do? Would you volunteer? A lot of you would, you know. Would you be a philanthropist? Would you be a coach, you know, help out the kids and train them in the right direction, keep them on the right path? Or would you start checking off, or I should say and, not or, because if you do those things, you're probably still going to be checking off destinations on your bucket list, places you want to go, places you want to visit, destinations, trips that you want to take, dream trips. For the vast majority of people out there, this is what they would love to do. If you survey people and you ask them, hey, what would you do if you had money and time? They say, I'd travel. You know, I'd go to Australia. You know, I'd go see where they filmed the Lord of the Rings, or I'd go to Europe, or I'd go to the beaches around the world. You know, so that's what most people would choose to do. And folks, what I want to say today is that you've got a choice, because that's what we're talking about with the Family Vacation Network, giving you both money and the time to enjoy your life with some smoking destinations that you can travel to literally all over the world. And so starting this, I think it's important to recognize that destiny is not luck or chance. It really is a choice, and today we want to give you that choice. So I want to welcome you to the Family Vacation Network. We are a global family, creating a lifetime of memories, one cool vacation at a time. And folks, to start this webinar out, I really want to tell you how it came to be. It really starts with the vision of one man. That man is David Siegel. And what David Siegel set out to do 40 years ago was to give ordinary people access to extraordinary vacation experiences at affordable prices. And that was his vision. He saw it very clearly. He saw it so clearly, and this is the story. Most of you don't know how the Westgate came to be and how Family Vacation Network came to be. So I'm going to tell you this morning exactly how that all happened, and how it really, the birth of FVN started, or the seed for the birth of FVN started about 40 years ago. David's vision was to build a great company, to give ordinary people access to extraordinary vacation experiences. And he found the piece of property that he wanted. And he was so excited about this property that on Friday afternoon, he wrote a check for $20,000 to buy this piece of property. Well, folks, the only problem was that the bank account didn't have $20,000 in it. And so over the weekend, he was at breakfast with his wife, and you know, they had really exhausted all the resources that they had. Family, friends, can we borrow, can we do this? And the reality of it was the money just wasn't there. And so he was ready to throw in the towel, on the dream. And they finished breakfast, they walked out into the parking lot, and there was this tour bus that was there. And all of these people that were out there were excited, they were pumped up, and David, being, you know, a great guy and very friendly and open, walked up to him with his wife and said, hey, what are you guys all doing? And they said, we're getting ready to go to a seminar. It's called Dare to be Great. And what are you doing this afternoon? You guys should come with us. And David looked at his wife and said, do we got anything planned? And then she said, nope. And they got on the tour bus and they went to this seminar. They saw this gentleman named Glenn Turner. And it was really a motivational seminar about living the life that you want to live, making your dreams come true. And as luck would have it, that seminar was a direct sales seminar. It was a network marketing. It was one of the very first network marketing companies to come out. And it was all about motivation, living the life that you wanted to live, living your dreams. And he got so excited, he looked at his wife and he said, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we are going to do this. And so that was the weekend. Monday morning, he got up bright and early. He went to every bank that he could imagine because he had till 2 o'clock in the afternoon to make that check good. And so he went to the first bank, and the banker said no. He made a decision, by the way, that he was only going to talk to the president of the bank or the lead of the bank, somebody that could make a decision on the spot. He went to the first one, they said no. He went to the second, they said no. He went to the third, they said no. And folks, to be honest, he was starting to begin to believe that it wasn't going to happen for him. And so literally it was 12:30 in the afternoon. It's after lunch. He had to make that check good by 2 o'clock. And at 12:30 he's headed home, and he gets stopped by a stoplight. And he looks over to the right, the road over to the right, and he sees a bank. And he figures, what the heck, one more, persevere one more time. He drove to that bank. He pitched that banker. And at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that banker said, sure, I'll back you. When do you need the money? He said, right now. Because he had till 2 o'clock to make a check good. The banker got that certified funds. He got it over to his checking account, made that check good. And folks, the rest is absolute history. Because the property that he built on the west gate of Disney is called Westgate. And he has parlayed that property into the largest privately held vacation company in the world, vacation ownership company in the world. It all started with a man and a dream. And folks, here's the thing. Today, that company is 28 resorts around the United States, over 7,000 employees, over $4 billion in assets. And you see some of the properties right here. If you like the beaches, we got the beaches. We got Miami Beach. We got Daytona Beach. We got Myrtle Beach. If you like the parks, we're by all of them. Disney, Orlando, or Universal, SeaWorld. If you like the bright lights of Vegas, we got bright lights of Vegas. If you like to golf, we've got Mesa, Arizona, and of course in Myrtle Beach, you don't get any better golfing than the Carolinas. If you like the outdoor experience, we've got that in Gatlinburg in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. Folks, we've got resorts all across the country, great vacation experiences, and it all started with a man and a dream and pursuing that dream. And so over the course of the last 40 years, David Siegel has wanted to figure out a way to marry the direct sales, network marketing industry, and travel. It's really where he got to start. Without that seminar, none of this would have ever happened. And he's really looking for a way to give back. He saw that network marketing, that direct sales model, and he said, how can I help others? Because here's the deal. Today, David Siegel is a billionaire. If you didn't know that, he is. He's building the largest house in America, the largest home in America. So folks, he's doing this not because he needs the money, but because he wants to help others to create success. And so what was born out of that, the seed was started 40 years ago. What was born out of that is today the Family Vacation Network, and we are just getting started. So, what he's learned over the course of these last 40 years is really this, that if you give customers, the consumer, that if he gives you the vacations that you want, if you want to go on cruises, let's get you on a cruise. If you want to go on an all-inclusive to Mexico, let's make that happen. If you want to dive the Great Barrier Reef off of Australia, let's make that happen. If you want to go to Europe, and get on a Eurail pass and travel Europe, let's make that happen. If you want to go and sail off the coast of New Zealand, let's make that happen. What he's realized that is he gives people the vacations that they want, when they want them. Let them vacation when they want at a reasonable price. What we're going to build is quite simply the largest vacation and travel company in the world. That's the goal, to give back to you, and he needs the army to do it, the network marketing army, the direct sales army to do it. So he's married the two together. Here's what we know. that in today's world, if he gives you those vacations, that's what people want. Give them what they want. They're going to talk about it. They're going to tell all their friends. They're going to blog about it. They're going to tweet about it. They're going to share those experiences and those photos on Facebook. They're going to create fan pages. They're going to shoot YouTube videos and put them up all over. And most important for network marketing, because it really is about you tell two friends, they tell two friends, and so on and so on. They're going to share those experiences with their friends through the social networking, through word of mouth, and the company is going to grow globally. That's what we absolutely know. So what he did is he went to the experts and he said, okay, what do we need to do to build a large, successful direct sales network marketing company, a global company? And they told him you need two things. Good news is you're halfway there on one of them. You need fantastic products, and you need an unbelievable, incredible compensation plan, because people do this industry to make money. Okay, we've got great vacation experiences. It's going to be a lot of fun, because if you look, that the people that join this industry in other disciplines, whether it be vitamins or skincare or juices or whatever, I'm going to make a bold assertion here. It's not because they love skincare. It's because they want to develop a certain lifestyle. And folks, that's what the experts said. If you give them a fantastic product, here's what you're doing. If you're giving them vacations and they're able to earn vacations and they're able to vacation more often for less money, guess what? You skip the middlemen. You skip the vitamins. You skip the skincare. You skip the juices. You go right to what they're doing it for anyway, the lifestyle. And if you give them a lot of money and the time to enjoy that lifestyle, they're going to vacation more. They're going to tell even more of their friends. So those two things working in tandem together is the real key. So here's what we got, folks. Here's how you get started. If you like that concept of, hey, I want to vacation more, I want to make more money, here's what you need to do. You get started. And you pick a pack. We've got 3 different packs that you can choose from. All of them have vacations in them. That's what we sell. So you get a Westgate vacation. You get a sample of our hotel card. I'm going to cover that in just a second. And then you get our Global Rewards Savings Program, all right? The hotels, the savings programs, and FVN destinations are 3 separate booking engines that you get to utilize to vacation a whole bunch. And folks, a lot of those vacations are significant. Let me rephrase that. All of those vacations are significantly discounted with our program, and you're going to see exactly how that works. So the first thing you do is you pick your pack, good, better, best. Let me plant this in your mind. Global Traveler Pack. Come in with the top pack. If you're going to build this as a business, if you want to make money, this is the package you need. It's going to give you more of the vacation product, and there's some significant advantages to it in the compensation plan. It's going to give you a leg up in this plan like nothing you've ever seen. So first thing is you pick your pack. Second, you pick your auto ship or your subscription program. Many of you out there are familiar with the pills, potions, and lotions companies, right? Vitamins, skincare, juices, whatever it may be, where you're getting a monthly auto ship, a monthly subscription where they're shipping a bottle or 2 of vitamins to your house, or a case of juice, or whatever that may be. Folks, we don't sell pills, potions, and lotions, okay? We sell vacations. We sell memories, one great and cool vacation at a time. And so basically what we have is a prepaid vacation program where your auto ship, your monthly subscription is one night of value season at any of the Westgate resorts. It's really pretty simple, okay? So you're going to pick which vacation do you want, and you see it here. You can pick either 1 or 2 nights of value season, and you get to use those at any Westgate resort anytime or during value season. So that's 28 resorts. We're building more. We've got a new resort that we're looking at purchasing in Vegas. We're breaking ground at Disneyland in California. So we've got something coming up for you in the East Coast too, a little bit more central to the Midwest that you're going to be able to go to if you'd like. So your auto ship, your subscription, you can do 2 things with it. You can trade for Westgate, or you can trade those to Beach Bucks, and with your Beach Bucks, you can literally purchase any of our search engines. So any of our booking engines that we have, you've got the ability to use those. So the first thing you can do is go to Westgate. Second, you can use it for FVNHotels.com. And this is a great little product, by the way. This is if you want a 1 or 2 night stay, let's say you want to get away with your honey, this is a great product for you, okay? So that's what this product's designed to do. The next product that you can use is our Global Rewards program. This is not 1 or 2 night stays. These are 3 and 7 night stays, okay, at destination trips, basically resorts all around the world. So we got a lot of the resorts covered in the United States through Westgate, but if you want to travel the world, this is the product and the program for you. So you get that when you get started with us also, and you can trade for that, your value season nights for this. And then the third thing that you can do is you can actually trade for our FVN destinations. And folks, I'll tell you what, this is mind-blowing. When you see our destination dream trips, you're going to be absolutely blown away. Here's our first one. It's to Cancun, Mexico. Now, I'm going to describe this to you. This is airfare for 2, any major U.S. airport. So airfare for 2 to Cancun, Mexico from any U.S. airport. When you get there, it's 6 days, 5 nights, all inclusive. That's your food, that's your liquor, that's everything, all inclusive. And you get up to 1,500 hotel credits. Now, the hotel credits, here's what you can spend them on. So $1,500 worth of value on this pack. So add it all up at the end. You'll see what I'm talking about. 1,500 hotel credits you can use for jet skis. You can use for spa treatments. You can use for greens fees. You can use for romantic dinners. And understand, it's all inclusive, so all your food and liquor is included. But if you want to upgrade that to romantic dinner with your sweetheart, you can do that. If you want to go to top shelf liquor, you can do that. So it's literally, folks, it's a dream trip. It's one of those trips that when you get to the hotel, you take your wallet, you take your passport, you lock them in the safe because you're not going to need them. All of that, $2,900. But with our concept, you can actually knock that price down to $1,900. Again, that's a trip for 2, airfare included, Cancun, Mexico, the Hard Rock, 1,500 hotel credits, all of that for as low as $1,900. It is absolutely mind-boggling with our destination dream trips. Folks, we're going to get you vacationing more often for less money. That's what we're about. We're going to skip the middleman of vitamins, skincare, juices, pills, potions, lotions. We're going to go right to what you want anyway, the lifestyle. That's what the Family Vacation Network is about. And folks, as cool as that is, here's where it gets even cooler. Remember that auto ship, that subscription program that I told you about? Monthly, you're accruing 1 value season or 2 value season nights, kind of our prepaid program. How'd you like to get those nights for free? Because we've got that program too. It's called Get 3 Years is Free. If you're signed up on our auto ship and you find just 3 people, guess what? You still get that value season night or those 2 value season nights, only you don't pay for them anymore. How cool is that? Now you're taking those value season nights, remember, and you're trading to knock down the price of that trip to Cancun, Mexico. And folks, Cancun's just the beginning. We're starting with 1 a quarter. We're going to ramp it up to 1 a month. Soon there'll be 1 a week trips that you can choose from all around the world. If you want to go on a safari to Africa, we'll have that one. You want to go to Europe, we'll have that one. These are unbelievable dream trips for you and your family. So, you know, I guess if there's anything that gets better than free with our Free Years is 3 program, it's free and making money on top of it, which is what the Family Vacation Network is all about. Remember what the experts told us. You need incredible products, we got that, and you need an unbelievable compensation plan, and folks, we've got that too. You know, I've been in this industry now about 30 years. Here's what I can tell you. Typically in this industry, you have 2 types of compensation plans. One that has really, really good upfront money, but there's nothing on the back end, which is cool in today's economy, right? Because, you know, you need to make money now. But the problem is you never get off the treadmill. You're constantly regenerating. The other comp plan is there's no money virtually on the front end. You starve to death. And if you get to the 3 to 5 year mark, you built up a residual income, and that's really cool. Residual money works, right? But the problem is most people never get over the hump. And so what we've been able to do is bridge both. We have threaded the needle, folks. We've walked that tightrope. We've got great money on the front end, and we got great money on the back end with our compensation plan. We call it the Smart Compensation Plan because of that. You know, you can make great money up front, but you can build that long-term reoccurring residual income, that mailbox money on the back end. I want to kind of describe to you a little bit about how that works. So on the front end, we got an enroller bonus. When you sign somebody up with one of our packs, you can make either $25, $50, or $100. Pretty simple. And again, we got our good, better, best pack. That would be our Getaway, our Adventure, and our Global Traveler. Folks, let me strongly encourage you again, Global Traveler is the way you want to go, because there's things you get with this pack that you get with nothing else. So that's number one. Number two then is we pay what's called differentials. Now this is where the money gets exciting, because I'm going to use the Global Traveler pack here, and if you can kind of follow my mouse, here's what it is. That's the $9.99 pack. On that $9.99 pack, there's $600 vacation value. That's a number that we use. That's what you get paid on, okay? So let me describe this to you. You sponsor somebody with a Global Traveler pack. You personally came in with the Global Traveler pack. That means right now, you're a Jade. We've got a special promotion going that if you buy that pack, you uprank to Jade right now. So here's what you earn, okay? You would earn the $100 enroller bonus, the Fast Start enroller bonus. You make $100. And as a Jade, when you enroll that person with the Global Traveler pack, you're going to make 20% of the 600. So that's 120. You're going to put $220 in your pocket with that enrollment. So basically, folks, you enroll 4 people, and you've almost got your money back, right? 5, you're already over the hump. So it's really, really a great program. Now, we call it the differential for a reason. I'm going to explain that to you. By the way, let's say you've climbed our comp plan. Let me show you how this works. And you became a Ruby, right? Now you enroll somebody as a Ruby with our Global Traveler pack, $9.99. What do you make? You make $100 Fast Start bonus, right? The enroller bonus. And you make 50% of the 600. So here we are, 50% of the 600. You make another $300. You put $400 in your pocket. Bam. Just by enrolling. So that's cool, but here's where it gets better, because network marketing is all about leverage. J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. That's how every business runs. You think about it, that's how business works in America. You've got an owner, they have employees, they're paying them, but they're keeping a little bit of their productivity for themselves. That's what we do. So here's the cool part. Let's say you're still a Ruby, and you sponsored somebody. That person you sponsored, because they came in with the Global Traveler pack, became a Jade, right? So now they go out and sponsor somebody. They enroll somebody with the Global Traveler pack. So what does that person, let's say that person's name is Sue. What does Sue make? Well, Sue is your new Jade, so she'd make the $100 enroller bonus, just like you did when you were Jade, and she'd make 20% of the 600, which is another 120. Sue made 120. But you're a Ruby. Here's why we call it the differential. It's such a simple comp plan, because you make the difference between you and all the people you enrolled. So you're a Ruby, Sue's a Jade. The difference between 50% and 20% is 30%. So when Sue enrolled that brand new brand partner with the Global Traveler pack, she made 20%, but you made 30 of the 600. You put $180 in your pocket. Now, folks, let me ask you a question. What if that happens 10 times a week? What if you've got more than one Sue, right? And then they're at Jade, or they're at different levels. Or what if that happens 10 times in a week? Folks, that's $1,800 a week. That's almost a 6-figure income every year on the beginning of our plan. That's not the back end. Here's the thing. Well, excuse me. That was a week. So that's $1,800 a week. That's almost $8,000. I guess it'd be $7,200 a month, right? Unbelievable type of money. Here's the thing. What if it happens 100 times a month? Are you starting to follow where I'm going with this? I mean, unbelievable the amount of money that we're paying on the front end. And so here you start to see a little bit of an example. Here's your code. This is your average code, right? So, and the average vacation volume is 400. And you said, well, you used 600 in the last example. Yeah, but we got 2 other packs. Granted, 80 to 90% of the people come in with the Global Traveler pack, the $9.99, but we had to average it out. I wanted to be fair. So if you're at a 20% differential on everybody, and you're making times 400 vacation volume, you're basically making $80 for every person that's coming in your group, right? So what if you've got 100 coming in every month? That's $8,000 a month, right? What if you've got 500 coming in every month? That's $40,000 a month. Folks, you start to see the magnitude of our compensation plan. And again, we call it a smart compensation plan Because here's the deal. That's just the front end of our plan. Let's talk about the back end, the residual money. You can make up to 7%, folks. Up to 7%, 7 levels deep. What is that? Compressed levels. So what does that mean? Well, if you kind of look at this, you got to think of it almost like a ripple effect, right? If you tell 10 people, they tell 10 people. It's like taking a stone and throwing it into a pond. It creates a ripple effect. And if you think about it, you do this every day. I mean, go back in your mind and think about how many people did you tell about Facebook? You know, when you first saw Facebook and it was the coolest thing in the world, right? How many people did you tell? Well, do you think it stopped there? No, it didn't stop there. They told people. If you told 10 people and all of them told 10 people, that's 100. Those 100 people tell 10 people, that's 1,000. Those 1,000 tell 10 people, that's 10,000, right? Folks, here's the reality. You were the genesis of literally thousands and thousands of new Facebook users. You made Mark Zuckerberg rich. And how much did Facebook pay you? 0. Isn't it time to monetize what you're doing every single day? We've got the coolest vacation program in the world. Bar none, period. We got it, okay? And as you tell people about it, you've got the opportunity to monetize that. And so here's how that works. This is the back end of our plan. Understand that you told 10 and they told 10. Well, let's stop here, or let's go to the 10,000. Let's not play it out any more than that. And let's just imagine that half of them quit. Half of them aren't on our subscription program. Okay? So half of them quit. And understand, our subscription program is one way that you create business volume on the back end. You see that number there, BV? That's called business volume. Understand that we have great, what we call VAC packs, vacation packages that include tickets to Disney, unbelievable stays for just incredible low amounts of money. I mean, $600 for 4 days, 3 nights staying at our Westgate Resort. That includes 2 Disney tickets. They're Hopper Pass, so that's 2 days of Disney tickets for 2. All of it for $600, $599. It's $300 in business volume on that. So if you got, and by the way, when you sell one of those, just somebody buys that vacation, $120 in your pocket. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of these folks that just want to make an extra $300, $500 a month that are part of your group, right? Well, all of that is business volume. So when you're seeing an average business volume of 100 down here, you see my mouse? Understand, that's ultra conservative. So you got 5,000 people roughly because you told 10 and they told, 2 friends. You got a group of 10,000 people that 5,000 of them aren't doing anything. You got 5,000 doing an average conservative business volume of 100. That's $500,000 a month in volume. And your commission, your average commission, 6%, maybe a little higher. That's 30 grand a month. That's in addition to the front-end compensation plan that doesn't stop. It continues to go. That compensation plan doesn't pay 7 levels deep. It pays infinitely deep. So a front end, a back end, and folks, I've only described a couple of the ways. We still have bonus pools we haven't talked about. We've got matching bonuses we haven't talked about. We've got, a lot of different things in this comp plan that are in addition to what I just described to you. Here's what I want you to know. We did thread the needle. We have an unbelievably good comp plan on the front end and an unbelievably good comp plan on the back end. We did what the experts told us to do. You've got products that are incredible, where you can travel the world, the vacations that you want at a price you can afford, and we've got a great compensation plan. Folks, the last couple of things you need to know is you're in the right place at the right time. Here's what you need to know about FVN. We're just getting started, okay? And we're going global. Today we're relatively small, and we're going to be huge. And in the transition from small to big is where wealth is created. And that's where you find yourself right now, in that perfect place, that sweet spot where you can go out and build a global business of people that are excited about vacationing, making money. Literally, folks, a business that will expand around the world. You're in the right place at the right time. Congratulations. And here's even the better news. You're there with all systems go. Our business building systems are in place. Everything that you need to build this business is here right now. And the key in our business, folks, is duplication. Remember, you tell 10 and they tell 10. or maybe it's 2 and they tell 2, maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4. But the key is what you do, you've got to be able to help others to be able to do. That's the simple thing. It's duplication. McDonald's teaches you their system, right? Because you already know how to make French fries, hamburgers, cheeseburgers. You know how to do that. So, the difference is that what do you get when you purchase that McDonald's for $2 million? It's pretty simple. You get their system. You get their business building plan, right? That's what you get. So duplication is the key, and simplicity is the key to duplication, folks. Simple is what duplicates. Complicated does not duplicate, and we've got the simplest system in the world. We call it use, share, teach. First, you got to use the product. You got to be a product of the product. What does that mean? What a bummer. You got to go on vacation, right? Because our business isn't about selling. It's about sharing. It's a transfer of emotion. Top salespeople aren't in our business. It's average people just wanting to make an extraordinary income. It's folks that aren't salespeople, but they find a good product at a better price. Better product, better price means you take sales out of the equation. That's what we've done. Our business isn't about selling. It's about sharing. It's a transfer of emotion. So you've got to experience that. You've got to be a product of the product. Go on vacation, then tell people about it. Share. You use the product, you share the business. We got simple tools for you to be able to share the business with, and then you teach others how to use the product, share the business. We've got a simple training program. Your education level doesn't matter. Your skill level, you'll probably learn a couple new skills with us. We can teach you all of that. The reality is, if you've got a desire to be somebody special, if you've got a desire to switch financial stations, if you're sick and tired of having time and money problems and you want to change, our company can help you get there. That's the reality of the Family Vacation Network. So with that, folks, again, how do you get started? You choose your pack. Good, better, best. Come in with the Global Traveler Pack. You're going to get the most vacationing, biggest bang for your buck. And if you remember the comp plan, when you come in with this pack, you come in at Jade. So it gives you a $3,000 leg up. The other 2 packs, you got to earn your way up to there. This maximizes your earning potential right out of the gate, gets you into a positive cash flow situation right out of the gate, or at least a potential to get there faster. And that's what this business is about. It's about creating momentum, helping other people, so that they can help other people, so that they can help other people. Folks, that's how it works. So with that, let me thank everybody for being on this webinar with me this morning. One final reminder, next weekend we will be live in Anaheim, California. You want to be at this event. We got top leaders that are going to be there. I'm going to be there. I can't wait to meet you. Come out. This is how we build the business. We're having a blast. I hope you join us. With that, thanks for joining me, John Dehart, your Executive Director, Sales, Marketing, Field Development. Get back to the person, put you on this webinar, get your questions answered, get started with a Global Traveler Pack. You will not regret it. Let's have some fun. Let's make some money. Family Vacation Network, John Dehart, over and out for today, folks. Have a great weekend.